Would you look at that? This looks like the kind of thing we could jumpstart a small town with. Put Thor to shame. Well, this is certainly gonna help us. Nicely done. Well, you ain't just a pretty face then, huh? You won't find a better fit on Savile Row. You got a handle. Looks like she's running on reserves. We need to boost this thing somehow.
Required power threshold not sufficient. Adversity reveals genius. Prosperity conceals it. Horus 65 BC to 8 BC.
Well, I'll be. How do you do, ma'am? Quoting Horace, this watch could make time for a woman versed in ancient lyric poetry. Where are your manners, Asher? Let's not keep her waiting. Is that some sort of pattern? They can't just go in willy-nilly. Looks like you've connected up this contraption. What an ordeal.
Power online.
Technology
Base
is
level
supposed to
now
make
at
life
50%.
Not like
Bringing
you just
online
rode a
tier
boat
1
through
peripheries.
We're cooking. Thank you, ma'am. There's another thing. I'm gonna have to end our courtship. No. Nothing to do with you being a Methodist. Your voice is starting to grate on me like I was a block of Gruyere. Eureka! This looks intriguing.
Swipe code incorrect. Code you have entered is incorrect. Incorrect. Would you like to take a break?
Talk about staring off into space. How is this gonna help us? Star beamers? Oh, bless my stars. What is the meaning of all these constellations? And there sure are a lot of them.
Swipe code phase 1 accepted. Swipe code phase 2 accepted. Access granted. And remember, I know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars makes me dream. Vincent van Gogh.
The sight of the stars makes me dream. Van Gogh saw plenty of stars, if you catch my drift. Hello, old friend. This apparatus and I have history. It may not be the item your grandpa told us to find, but it certainly has some part to play on this LB. I used to say, the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Well, I like to add a third. The day you realize you have a machine specifically made to upgrade you. Woo-wee! Well, pin my tail and call me a donkey. I'm pleased to say I can now carry 2 items for you. You're welcome. Fancy that. You can give me a mighty fine makeover here. Well, go on. Pay the man, son. Well, actually, looks like we will need to collect a few materials to make that happen. A machine made to blow air. Well, now I've seen it all. We're going fishing? The true test of one's patience. Lucky I'm patient. You got to... You're optimistic. Let's hope we get lucky. Great. You're now 5% of the way towards an entire new outfit. I'm fairly certain some form of bait is usually required when fishing. Wake me when you're done, amateur. Right there's your bait. Don't feel bad. Circle of life, my friend. Circle of life. I say, ooh, I just caught myself salivating over your inspired dish. Tenacious tadpoles. What kind of designs you got on that frog exactly? You know, I was out in the wilderness once with a fellow who ate a bad snake. It put him in such a spin he thought he was King Solomon, which wouldn't have been so bad had he not thought I was the Queen of Sheba. Now hold on. Let's retrace our steps here. We need to find my counterpart. That message on that videotape might have a clue or something. Do we need a rerun? Now hold on. Let's retrace our steps here. We need to find my counterpart. That message on that videotape might have a clue or something. Do we need a rerun?
Well, kid, if you're watching this, then you made it. Oh, this far, at least. What I'm about to tell you might seem crazy, but it's important that you understand what's about to happen next. This world you know, battered and broken, is not the world that was intended. There are those that believe humanity was always fated to destroy itself. They'll tell you this future will always be inevitable. But this is a lie. You see, we perceive time and space around us as fixed, a clock steadily ticking ever forward. However, the lines between the past, present, and future are an illusion. Nothing but a thin veil behind which lies the path to many possibilities. I have left you everything you need to put things right. But be careful. Not all is what it seems. You must finish what I could not. Trust the watch. Find his counterpart.
Comet? What is that? Oh, well. Someone went to great lengths to keep this treasure hidden. Huh. A battery. Might be important. And just like that, presto! Well, this is screwy. You ever read Turn of the Screw? A decent ghost story. But let's hope life doesn't imitate art when we use this electrified screwdriver of yours. Not a fan of ghosts. Oh, incredible. Back in my day, in order to get married, you sometimes had to jump through a great variety of hoops to get the parents' approval. It was tiresome and trial-filled. I've seen a fair amount of men go crazy. Now this is crazy. Another password. Who does this? Let's look around. Find the next hoop to jump through. I don't know butter, but this ain't right. Now this looks important, though it's a little large to be my counterpart. But I'd hazard a guess that our fortunes are ingrained in this machine. Your grandfather certainly left this here for a reason. Intriguing. This contraption is some kind of encoding machine. Your grandfather clearly intended for us to utilize this thing. But we might have to circle back on this one. I've always been a glass half full type of man myself, but that vial is just plumb empty. I think it's supposed to contain something before we'll see any fireworks. Interesting. I'm guessing this is important. I know you ain't the help, son, but could you clean that picture off? It might reveal to us something about this counterpart we're looking for. Cosmonaut Alexei Leonov, a Russian? First man on the moon. And the date, it's circled, 1968. Well, that doesn't seem right. My counterpart? Well, be honest. How do I look? Presentable? Now, just put it on my so-called nether regions, if you please. This thing, my counterpart. I think it belongs on the underside of my strap. This thing, my counterpart. I think it belongs on the underside of my strap. Woo-wee! That's got as much punch as my uncle's moonshine. But then again, this fragment thing, this antiquity fragment, if something's got a done happening. Jumping Jehoshaphat, we're out of this world, and not in the same chassis we left in. As curious as to where and when that fragment took us is how, son. You see, we're commandeering a person in this continuum, not unlike the way somebody commandeered that silver bird. Let's hope we do a better job. Looks busted. Perhaps we can get it going. That wireless looks like it's been incapacitated. Someone's tossed its parts around like rice at a wedding. Perhaps we can find a way to get it working. Find some answers to this mess. Huh. Locked. Those metal clamps have fused together. We got more chance of getting frostbite in Hades than we have of cutting through them. We need some form of a heavy-duty slicing apparatus. Ah, you're gonna cut your way inside that silver bird. Let's do it. And don't dally. Look at it, throwing up hellfire. It's working all right. We're in. Let's pick up. Well, what have we got here? Wire cutters. Well, a little present from your grandfather, perhaps. There's a clear cut used for these. Back to the sanctuary. Whatever we're caught up in, Asher, is bad news. But the only way forward is back. So, with a stomach full of misgivings, I invite you to find a use for them wire cutters. Perhaps we can change things yet. Well, open sesame. Knew these things would be good. 2 antiquity fragments. Ain't this grand? Your grandfather certainly left some breadcrumbs. Well, after you. Here we go again.